And you know, it's interesting with the internet is how it's democratized a lot of things and has allowed artists to flourish in these small towns, like you said.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's an entirely good thing, Dusty, at times to me. I mean, I think it should almost be hard to do things. And now, I mean, I don't have a computer personally, so I won't be seeing this or whatever. I'm sure there's a lot of amazing stuff, but I spend enough time alone at home as it is. So, you know, in a way that's really, really amazing, and in another way, there's an old-fashioned part of me that when I get exposed to so much really, really kind of bad art, and I guess the only bad art's really, I guess, not the only bad arts. There's, you know, like an insincere, I don't know. It's just, I guess what it makes for is it seems to make for a lot of crap too, and that on some level, I don't know that it's a great thing that everybody can make a movie that wants, you know, maybe it's a really great thing, but I just, it's so hard to sift through it and try to find what's good when everybody has a band and everybody's in movies, and that's, I guess, good on some level, but who's going to watch, you know? Eventually, well, it's just all going to be, you know.
Everyone's an artist, right?
Yeah,
That's true. That's a very good point.
Yeah, when I was coming up, it wasn't like that. You'd get stuff thrown at you, you know, if you were creative or unusual in Texas or in certain parts of the world. People, I guess that I think, like, well, for example, when I grew up, there was. We were years behind the time because, like I said, we had one channel on TV and stuff, and it was a really wonderfully innocent way to grow up that doesn't exist anymore, except in tiny pockets of places, I suppose. But even in my little town, when I go home, kids there look exactly like they do here because of MTV. It's all kind of, and and cable and all that kind of thing. And in many ways, that's a great thing, I guess. But it's kind of giving everyone the idea that they're going to be rich and famous, and so that seems to be why there's reality shows and stuff like that. Andy Warhol was prescient in his statement that in the future everyone will be famous for 15 minutes. It's I like the fact that on most days that someone would come up to me and say that they were affected by something that I was a part of. I mean, and I guess, you know, all that's, I would be lying if I said that wasn't a good part of it too, but no offense, this isn't my favorite part of the whole thing, I guess.
No, of course
and
not.
you're an artist too. I mean, I don't have to tell you.
Yeah, how much do you want people to know about you? You know?
Yeah, I don't know.
And then it becomes like, how many times do you have to tell the same story?
Right.
So do you have time for any recreation anymore?
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not that crazy. I chose this life for myself. Right. It's not like I need to be too worried. It's just some days you just have kind of, you know, like anybody, have a bad day or whatever. Like today, but I
thank you for your honesty, John.
Oh, it's all right. I'm looking forward, maybe after we make this record and tour and I do a film that shoots in Austin, looking forward to going to see my mom in Minnesota, and then maybe if Deadwood doesn't crank right up again, maybe travel overseas for the first time in years later in the summer.
What are you passionate about besides music? Is there anything else?
Yeah, I mean, I love nature and hiking and reading books and you know, falling on trying to, you know, women and just living and right. You know, it's all, as long as it's all has some kind of candor and truth and honesty about how any relationship, friend or otherwise, is going, or just kind of any endeavor that you're part of. It's fun and interesting. So.
John, thanks for being on the show. We're
going
to let you get back to your life.
Nobody knows how much I'm underrated. Nobody knows that I'm smart. Nobody knows that I'm strong. Nobody knows that I'm a shooting star. Nobody knows that I wrote this song. Nobody knows I'm alive. Nobody knows I'm alive tonight. Nobody knows I'm alive. Nobody knows I'm alive. Thank you very much.
Today's sponsor is Absolute Poker. Enter their free poker tournament today. Visit Absolute Poker.